So yesterday I got tagged in an Instagram post. What are you laughing at?
Well, just yesterday I got tagged. I don't know.
I don't get it.
Well, like, tag team.
Oh, tag team.
I thought you were like wrestling.
No.
So yesterday you got tagged.
That's not COVID friendly.
I also thought you might mean like you got your skin tag removed.
No, that's still there.
The one on your
Thanks
eye.
for bringing it up.
No problem. But like getting tagged, that's what they call it.
No, they don't.
When you get those removed, yeah.
Anyway, so yesterday I got tagged on Instagram and it was a girl that said, had to try this drink that Lisa Evans suggested.
Okay.
And she got the wrong drink.
Oh, no.
So I suggested getting the white hot chocolate with 2 shots of espresso from Tim Hortons. But she got the peppermint white hot chocolate with 2 shots of espresso.
Still sounds good, doesn't it?
I don't know. But I was nervous because I was like, what if it's terrible?
Right.
And now this poor woman can never trust me ever again. So I responded, I was like, no, that's the wrong order. She's like, oh, okay. I thought it was a bit interesting. I was like, I never want to recommend something that's just interesting.
Right. Okay.
It needs to be amazing.
So the white hot chocolate,
Yes.
2 shots of espresso.
Yeah.
Okay. The white hot chocolate from Starbucks with 2 shots of espresso would be a bit more expensive, but that would be really good too. I just find them a bit sweet. So then
They're so sweet.
Then do you go, can I get the white hot chocolate half coffee with 2 shots of espresso? All of a sudden you have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's a lot of caffeine.
Right? So I don't really know how to play it. You know what you need to do is you need to get a large one, bring it home, put it in 2 cups, and then add like hot milk or hot water or coffee if you want to get that extra jazz,
Maybe
right?
they can do half white hot chocolate, half water. Hot water.
Yeah.
Like at the actual Tim Hortons.
But then doesn't that feel like you're like paying for hot water? I always
feel like that with tea.
Well, I know. That's why when I get a tea, I only ever get small because I'm like, I'm not paying that much for hot water to get a large.
I'm pretty sure you paid the same amount because you're paying for the bag of tea.
All these years.
I've never seen you drink tea. I don't think I've ever seen you drink water.
Okay, that's actually
Isn't
really
that so
rude.
I think that is the ultimate burn. If you look at someone and really want to hurt their feelings, say, I've never seen you drink water. It's so mean. My friend Chantel said that to me in grade 10, and I think about it every day.
While you're not drinking water.
No, I'm drinking water.
Okay, where is it?
I don't know. Where'd it go?
Exactly. Enjoy the show today.
This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
We're doing a little complaint corner, but we can read the room. We know we don't need to get real grumpy right now.
No.
Use us as a distraction, as something that is a little more lighthearted than most other directions you turn these days.
Yeah, don't open any comment sections, that's for sure.
With that said, we still got to rant once in a while.
Yeah, okay, I'm really upset that this year I can't have baked goods delivered to the door. Every year there's a sweet old woman that makes
don't
her
call
round.
her that.
What? Okay, a sweet a woman.
Yeah.
There's a sweet woman that
There you
makes
go.
her rounds in the cul-de-sacs and drops off little baskets of nuts and bolts, and they're so good.
But this year, likely.
This year, it's probably not going to happen, and that's upsetting to me.
Because you just called her old on the radio, maybe.
Ryder.
Well, you did. My complaint corner. I'm just really disappointed that I still haven't been able to have a romantic encounter in a laundromat.
When's the last time you went to a laundromat?
Oh, like never. Like when I was a kid and ours broke. But we had an arcade machine there, so I wouldn't even have paid attention if there was a chick who wanted to get with this in the laundromat. But I've just always seen them on TV. Movies. The scenes where, like, they meet. They're folding laundry and they, like, give each other the look. Like,
Josh Hartnett, 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Exactly.
It's a great example.
And then pretty soon they're making out and he's got her up on the dryer that's running.
Yeah, why is there
sexy.
why isn't there ever other people in there?
Well, laundromats aren't crazy busy places. I just read a stat that 13% of people use them, so... Anyway, I just would really like a romantic scene, and now, especially with COVID, nobody's making out in the laundromats anymore, so... 2021, fingers crossed.
I wouldn't stand a chance finding love in a laundromat, because they'd be like, hey, excuse me, and I'd turn around and I'd be holding my full butt Kirkland granny panties. And they'd be like, never mind. They're comfy.
All right, who are you fighting if you could fight absolutely anyone? What's up, Forrest?
I think the biggest chump in the NHL, Matthew Tkachuk from Calgary.
Ooh, do you think you'd have a chance, though? Or would you take the L just for the chance to, connect once?
I don't know. I feel like it would be a tough one. I might take the L, but I'd give it my hardest.
Yeah, that means you're taking the L.
Yeah. If you're not confident enough right now, it's not going to happen.
If you're saying, I'm going to try my best, you're losing the fight.
Yeah.
I just woke up. So
Yeah, wait till he does a couple push-ups. Calm down, everyone.
wait till I do a couple push-ups and slam a Red Bull, and then I'm good to go.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you for the call, Forrest. We appreciate it.
No worries. Who would you guys fight?
Oh, Vanessa Hudgens, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, at the start of the pandemic, she had a video. What did she say?
She was like, yeah, people are gonna die. That's fine. Remember that video that went viral of her? And I was instantly needing to punch her.
That's fair.
I don't know who I'd put on the list now. I mean, I'd pick Trump, but there's no way you could win, right? Because he just keeps saying he won.
Oh, that's true. Listen, I don't really want to be on the radio supporting violence.
Yeah.
Let's be real. If Vanessa Hudgens and me were in a room, I'd be like, can I get a selfie? We're all talk. Who would you fight? Carpenter Corey says, I would beat the absolute wheels off the guy at KFC that always forgets my spicy mayo for my popcorn chicken. Also, can't believe how many people think they can take you, Ryder.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you have small, soft hands. Everybody knows it and talks about it.
No, everybody doesn't know it and talk about it.
Yeah, they do. As a child, Glenn Korsheen attended the Fort Alexander Residential School in Manitoba for 8 years, starting back in the 1960s. He also attended the day school in that community for 3.5 years. So at this residential school, he had only gone up to grade 6 and says he blamed the schools for him not being able to speak his original Ojibwe language and for hurting his confidence. So now, as a residential school survivor in Manitoba, just last week, he received his high school diploma at 61 years old.
Awesome.
And now wants to inspire others to believe in their education goals, saying, now I can prove that an elder like me can absolutely graduate. If anybody like me can do it, you can do it too.
Tell me something good.
I shared this story on Play 107's Facebook page.
If you want some more details on it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Pretty sweet. My story is about a couple who had their wedding plans change, obviously, like anybody with wedding plans this year. So it started with a big wedding, 150 people. They had a $5,000 non-refundable deposit for a caterer. They had everything else lined up as well. And then they had to go to Plan B, smaller group. Then they went to Plan C, changing dates. And then finally Plan D was canceling it altogether and just going to City Hall and tying the knot. But what were they going to do with this $5,000 non-refundable catering deposit? They turned it in to 200 Thanksgiving dinners for people with severe mental illness.
Oh, wow.
That are just getting delivered this weekend. So this is down in the States.
Love
it's
it.
Thanksgiving this weekend. Yeah.
Tell me something good.
Thank you for checking out the show. We're in a bit of an argument around here the last couple days about what the biggest milestone birthday is.
Yeah, so after 18, of course, which, by the way, we are doing Bar Star Bangers in an hour's time, an hour and a bit, so be listening for that. But what is the biggest birthday after your 18th? Ryder thinks that on his 40th, he should be celebrated more than
Yep.
anything else.
What do you think, Amber?
I'd say 40.
Mm-hmm.
You're like officially an adult. You're no longer a young adult. Like, you know, in your 30s, you can like get away with some shenanigans, but 40s when you gotta start, you know, getting serious.
Okay, no, I don't agree with that second part. I disagree with 40 being the biggest milestone birthday. I mean, I think 100 is bigger.
No, okay, this is how it goes. 18, 30,
No, what?
50.
30's not even in the conversation.
Maybe-
What's 30?
Maybe even 60 over 50, though. But so Ryder's 30. How old are you? 38?
38.
And I said, like, I'll get you a good gift, like, on your 40th birthday. And it's a gift that's like $300. And he's like, that's not good enough. It's my 40th.
Yeah.
I'm like, so?
40's the big one. That's like vacation
No
gifts
way.
from friends and things like that.
It's 50 or 60.
No, what?
40's whatever.
65 is a big year because you start collecting old age pension. That's a nice one. And most restaurants, you can get it smoking deals on the seniors stuff. So I would let 65 be in the conversation. But listen to this. As soon as you turn 40, you're over the hill. Apparently,
I thought that's 50.
Apparently, 40 is the average midpoint in life. Before that, you were a high-achieving young person.
Okay.
But after your 40th, you were on the slow, irreversible decline to boring, musty old age. So it is a big year.
65 is another one coming in on the text line. That's a big deal. But majority of people are agreeing with Ryder that 40 is a big one. Listen, I'm just trying to avoid having to get an expensive gift. That's it. So thanks for having my back, no one.
Play 107.
What do you got for us?
Have a rescue cat and a French bulldog, and they've been at odds with each other. And the other day, they started playing with each other, and it melted my heart.
Awesome. We'll put it on the list.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks for rescuing your cat. Bless. So mostly wanting to know like little things that bring you joy that you witness other people do. I really love the smile on people's faces when you thank them for their hard work. Like when you go and vote and the people that are sitting there at the desk all day and you're like, thank you so much for being here. It brings them joy, therefore brings me joy. Love it. I also really like watching people who have just met bond really well. Like agreeing over their favorite song.
Or pretending to.
No, when it's genuine.
I like this text a lot. From Shelly, she says, I live in Wetaskiwin, and someone here puts a little red nose on the same deer crossing sign every Christmas, and it makes me so happy.
You know what? That's a really good one because now every time Christmas rolls around, people put up Christmas decorations, even through the forest where I go for walks. And I just think putting that extra effort in is so sweet.
The only problem is if by chance there was a mishap with the deer and the highway soon after that sign, it's really going to confuse the kids.
No,
Well,
don't.
Okay.
Thank you, Lindsay, for the text. She says, I work in a school as a therapist assistant. When I see teachers and staff go out of their way to make a student feel cared for, it makes me smile.
Yeah.
That's so great.
I saw a really cool tweet about something similar that just said, if kids know that they're liked and appreciated, then the learning can begin. But until that connection's made, it makes it really difficult.
That is an amazing quote.
Pretty legit, yeah.
And Joel says elderly couples that look genuinely happy together, then they hold hands in public. That is so precious. Except when you see an old man walking by himself, that just makes me cry.
Right.
Even if he's like having the best day.
Yeah.
I still get emotional and I'm like, no, look at him all alone.
The only exception to seeing an elderly couple holding hands and that bring joy is if they don't know each other. They're both just lost.
Oh, bless.
You're very judgy when it comes to Christmas trees. I thought maybe it was just like last year you were really committing to it, but you're back at it again as we're seeing more and more pictures of people's trees going up.
I haven't seen a lot that are bad.
So you think that people are getting better at
Yes.
it?
There's a lot of really good TikTok accounts, Instagram accounts that teach you how to properly make your... Listen, people get mad at me every time we talk about this on air because they're like, let the kids do whatever they want to the tree. Let them have fun with it. And I'm like, yeah, but but those two balls are the same color and they're directly beside each other.
Yeah, I let my daughter decorate the tree, and then when she went to bed, you changed it all. So she hasn't noticed.
Come on. Everyone does it. No, not everyone does it. You're right. There's a lot of really good parents out there that are like, we don't care.
No, you shouldn't. Like,
No,
here's
you
the thing.
really shouldn't. I don't mean to.
Every year growing up, we'd all get new ornaments from my mom.
That's
and
so
then she'd
cute.
write the year on them.
Yeah.
And I have this box, and my daughter loves it.
Yes.
Going through and being like, you were my age when you got this one. And I always started to do that for her, and then you take them off the tree and put up generic silver balls instead.
No, they're silver and gold.
Yeah.
Not directly beside each other. here's the thing. As I gave the box to her, and I was like, oh my God, cute. Go decorate this mini tree and put it upstairs.
And then you put a
such a
cardboard
Grinch.
box over top of it? Don't want to look at that.
I hate talking about this because it fires so many people up and then they're mad at me all morning. So I'm sorry. But we got to stop taking the ribbon and wrapping it around the tree.
Why? It looks good.
No, you got to like poke it in and out.
Okay.
I feel like this year's different because the Christmas lights are all we have right now. They have to be perfect.
This tweet is with you. Sorry, Ryder. I'm with Lisa regarding the Christmas tree. I'm also a mom.
The kids can have their own little tree in the corner.
But the big one should be decorated by the person who knows what they're doing, is your thought.
Yeah, they can do the back, like the part that's up against the wall.
All right, let's hit the phones. You must disagree with her and team up with me on this one.
I agree with Lisa.
Thank you.
Do you act on it?
Oh, hardcore.
So you will, if your kids decorate the tree
You're
poorly.
like, this is trash.
Kids don't touch the tree. Kids don't touch the tree. Kids don't touch the decoration in the house. Kids don't touch the decoration anywhere. And if I see you messing with the tree, and if I see you messing with the decorations in the house, I'm going to take a gift away every time I see it.
Okay.
Oh, I love the
You
OCD.
guys get Christmas morning. You guys get to destroy everything. You wake my ass up at 5:30 in the morning to open these gifts. By God, it's going to be perfect until that day of hell.
Yeah, sounds like a real joyous time.
What's your name?
It's Brent.
Thanks, Brent.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Hey, good morning. I have to say I'm going to have to side with Ryder on this one.
Thank you.
I grew up with the ugliest Christmas tree because we would decorate it ourselves, and it was all these handmade crafts. And now, as a mom, I let my kids decorate the tree, and it is hideous, and I love it.
You know what? I have to respect that in a way because my sister actually does home decor for a living. She goes to show homes. This time of year, they always put Christmas trees in them. She works her ass off to make it look perfect. And when she got home, her two kids, my niece and nephew, decorated the tree so she wouldn't have to do it. It's far from perfect, but it's so heartwarming, and she didn't fix it. And I love that.
Yeah, our tree is very sad looking, and it's bare, and sometimes there's Cheerios on it, but hey, it is what it is.
My favorite part about when kids decorate the trees is how packed the bottom half is.
It's just the bottom. There's nothing up top.
Yeah, I have a 4.5-year-old, and she's so proud when she decorates the tree, but I'm just like, oh, it looks great. And every time I look at the tree, my husband and I just laugh. It's so ugly.
Awesome.
Oh, I love this. What's your name?
Kia.
Thank you, Kia. So, Lisa, I figured it out.
What is it?
You're fine with an ugly tree if one of your relatives decorated it. But any other kids, no dice.
It's worse if an adult decorates it and it's bad.
I'm a little bit jealous of our American friends for the first time in a while.
Because of turkey.
Yeah. They're doing their Thanksgivings this weekend. I'm seeing a lot of people, like a lot of TikTok cooks post turkey suggestions.
You're like, I want to try that recipe.
Can I just pretend? Like, can I have turkey? Can I cook a turkey on a weekend that's not...
Is there even turkey can you get a turkey this time of year? I don't even know how this works.
Probably a frozen one. I don't think they'd have fresh ones out. You could at least get maybe turkey breast.
Just do what I did by accident.
Get the boobs.
Get the just the chicken and you think it's a turkey. That's how bad I am in that section.
Well, that's another thing, right? I like a lot of people looking ahead at even Christmas.
Yeah.
Much smaller.
Smaller get-togethers.
Well, and not even get-togethers, potentially just your home.
That's what I mean, sorry.
So, like, do you cook a turkey, or is it like the year for game hens?
No, you got to keep the big turkey because then you have extra turkey buns the next day.
Freeze it, soup, do the whole shebang.
So good.
All right, I'm making one this weekend. Screw it.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.